max subject. Okay, the name of the lesson is what? Let us see. The name of the lesson is number system. See, in max the numbers are divided into various categories. They are natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, rational numbers, irrational numbers. Okay, all these numbers together they are called as real numbers. Okay, let us see what are natural numbers, what are whole numbers, what are integers, what are rational numbers. All these things let us see in this first class. Okay, please open your new classwork. Yes, write the date. Please open the new classwork. Write the date. Today's date is 18 August 2020. Okay, now write the name of the lesson. Name of the lesson is what? Name of the lesson is number system. Write this. Okay, write this. Name of the lesson is number system. Okay, I already told the numbers are divided into various categories. They are natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, rational numbers, irrational numbers. All these are different types of numbers. Okay, now let us see what are natural numbers. Copy down the heading, copy down this. Natural numbers. The numbers that begin at 1 and increments to infinity is called as natural numbers. Natural numbers are denoted by n. Okay, natural numbers are what? See, 1, 2, 3, 4 till infinity. Infinity means what? It has no end. Okay, countless. Okay, it can be 10 crore, 10 billion. It can increase to any number. Number has no end. Okay, so infinity means countless. Till there it will go, but it will begin at what? It will begin at 1 and it will go to infinity. This is called as natural numbers. Please copy down this definition. You can see the video and also write. I will dictate also. Natural numbers, semicolon. The numbers that begin at 1 and increment to infinity is called natural numbers, denoted by capital letter N. And write down this also. N is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so on till infinity. Okay, now let us see what are whole numbers. 0 along with natural numbers together are called as whole numbers. Okay, that is what whole number is denoted by W. Okay, so W will be equal to what? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so on till infinity. Infinity means again countless. Okay, so in natural numbers it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so on. In whole numbers 0 is included. Whole numbers will start from 0. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, so on till infinity. Okay, so copy down the definition of whole numbers. I'll dictate also. Please write whole numbers. semicolon. 0 along with natural numbers together are called whole numbers. I will repeat. 0 along with natural numbers together are called whole numbers, denoted by capital letter W. W is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, so on till infinity. Okay, now you have known what is whole number also. Now what is integers? All negative numbers along with whole number together are called integers. See, whole numbers means what? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, so on. Along with these whole numbers, if we add negative numbers, that is -1, -2, -3, so on till minus infinity, that is negative numbers, all negative numbers, we will get integer. Okay, see, now you copy down this definition. Integers, I'll dictate. Okay, integers, semicolon, all negative numbers along with whole number together are called integers. I'll repeat. All negative numbers along with whole numbers together are called integers. What all I am telling you should write in your notes. Okay, I'll say copy, that only you should copy, other things don't copy. Okay, please copy down this fast. Denoted by I, and I is equal to minus infinity, 1, 2, 3, -1, -2, -3, it will extend up to minus infinity, means all negative numbers it will include. Also 0, 1, 2, 3 till plus infinity. Okay, all these numbers it will include. Understood? Now one thing you should see in whole numbers are what? It includes 0, 1, 2, 3, so on till infinity. Natural numbers are what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 till infinity. Correct? No? See, can we say all natural numbers are whole numbers? Yes, we can say all natural numbers are whole numbers. How you can say? See, in the whole number, it starts from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 till infinity. Natural number will start from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 till infinity. 0 is extra in whole number. All other numbers are natural numbers. So I can say all the natural numbers are whole numbers. All natural numbers come in this whole number. Okay, so I can say what? All natural numbers are whole numbers. Okay, but all whole numbers are not natural numbers. All whole numbers are not natural numbers. Okay, but all natural numbers are whole numbers. Okay, 0 is a whole number, but 0 will not come in this natural number set. Correct? No? So we can say all natural numbers are whole numbers, but all whole numbers are not natural numbers. Okay, coming to integers. Integer also same. See, integer will include what? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 till infinity. What is whole number? Whole number is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 till infinity. Correct? No? So we can say all whole numbers are integers. Okay, see, whole numbers mean 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 till infinity. Integers means integers will also include, see, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 till infinity. So all whole numbers are integers, but all integers are not whole number. -1 is not a whole number. It is not present in this set. So all integers are not whole numbers, but all whole numbers are integers. If all whole numbers are integers, all natural numbers will also be integer. Okay, see 1 2 3 4 5, here also 1 2 3 4 5 till infinity. So all natural numbers are also integers, all whole numbers are also integers, but all integers are not whole numbers, all integers are not natural numbers. Understood? No? Okay, no? Okay, next, coming to rational numbers. What are rational numbers? The numbers in the form of p by q, where p and q are integers and q is not equal to 0. It is denoted by r. Example is -4 by 2, -5 by 3, 2 by 5, etc. Okay, the numbers, see, rational numbers are the numbers in the form of p by q, where p and q are integers and q is not equal to 0. It is denoted by what? By r. Example is -4 by 2, -5 by 3, -5 by -3, 2 by 5, etc. These are the examples. Now please copy down this definition. Rational numbers, semicolon, the numbers in the form of p by q, where p and q are integers and q is not equal to 0, denoted by capital letter R. Okay, examples are -4 by 2, -5 by -3, 2 by 5, etc. Okay, now we have finished writing all the definitions. Okay, write only this much. Okay, remaining what all I will tell you should write. Till then please don't write anything. Okay, see, one more thing. Give an example of an rational number. Here they have given, see, this you don't write. Okay, 4 by 2 they have given. See, here 4 is what? P. Here it is q. Now is 4 -4 an integer? This -4 is integer? No, correct? No. Integer means what? All negative numbers along with all whole numbers. -1, -2, -3, -4 till infinity. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 till infinity is called as what? Integers. No, -4 also comes in integer. Correct? No, correct. So this condition, p should be integer, that is satisfied. Correct? No. 2 is what? Q. Okay, so 2 is an integer. No, correct? No. 1 2 0 1 2 3 4, all these are integers. Correct? No. So both p and q are integers and 2 is not equal to 0. So we can call this number as rational numbers. Why can't we say 4 divided by 0 as rational numbers? Because this will be equal to infinity, that is not defined. Okay, this is not defined, it will be equal to infinity, and it is not defined. The particular number, if we divide minus 4 by 0, we cannot get a particular number, it will become infinity. It is not defined. So q cannot, this is p, no, this is p and this is q, correct? No, this is q, correct? No, so q can never be 0, q can never be equal to 0, q cannot be equal to 0. Okay, if q becomes 0, the number will be not defined. Okay, one more example, let us take 0 by 1. Okay, is this a rational numbers? Let us check. This is p, 0 is p, 1 is q. What is the definition of rational numbers? All the numbers in the form of p by q. So first condition is completed. No, p by q, 0 by 1, it is in the form of p by q, and p and q should be integers. 0 is integers, correct? 0 is also a integer, 1 is also a integer. Okay, second condition is also cleared. What is the third condition? Q cannot be equal to 0. So q here is what? Q is equal to 1 here. So third condition is also completed. Okay, so from these two examples, what you can learn? You can learn that any number n by 0 will be equal to infinity, that is not defined. So any number by 0 is not a rational number. Okay, this you can learn. One more thing you can learn is any number divided by any integer divided by 1 will be equal to the integer itself. Any number divided by 1 will be equal to integer itself, and this is a rational number. Okay, these things you can learn. Okay, now let us come to example. Let us come to example 1. Okay, you're able to see, no, page number 3. Yes, see, I'll read. Examples, no need of writing in your classwork because it's already there in your textbook. Okay, no need of writing in your classwork's examples. Okay, I'll explain. Please listen. Are the following statements true or false? Give reasons for your answers. Okay, the first question is every whole number is a natural number. Second is what? Every integer is a rational number. Third is what? Every rational number is an integer. Okay, let us see whether these statements are true or false. Okay, first statement is what? All whole number is a natural number, or every whole number is a natural number. This is the first question. I already told you what are whole numbers. Whole numbers are 0, 1, 2, 3, so on till infinity. Natural numbers means what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 till infinity. So 0 is a whole number, but 0 will not be a natural number, correct? No, 0 is a whole number, but 0 cannot be a natural number, because natural numbers will start from 1, then it will continue till infinity. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 till infinity, correct? No, so the first statement is false, because 0 is a whole number but not a natural number. Okay, so first statement is Wrong. What is the next statement? All integers are, every integer is a rational number. This is the second statement. Every integer is a rational number. Correct or not? Yeah, this statement is true. How? Let us see. See here. Give me an example of integers. Let us take 5. Okay. 5 we can write as 5 divided by 1. No. 5 divided 1 will be 5 only. Correct? No. So, we can write 5 as 5 is an integer, and we can write 5 as 5 by 1. Correct? No. Where 5 will be representing P and 1 is representing Q. So what are the conditions of rational numbers? It should be in the form of P by Q. See, if 5 will become P and 1 will become Q, it is in the form of 5 by Q. No, correct? No. Yes, it is in the form of 5 by Q. Correct. Now second, what we should check, whether P and Q are integers. 5 is integer. Yes, 5 is integer. 1 is integer. Yes, 1 is also integer. So second condition is done. What is the third condition? Third condition is Q should not be equal to 0. Here Q is what? Q is equal to 1. So that condition is also, it is also accepted. So from all these things, what we can see, all integers are rational numbers. See, let us think. M is an integer. We can write M as what? M divided by 1, because any number divided by 1 is the number itself. Correct? No. So M divided by 1 is M itself. Now M is similar to P and 1 is similar to Q. They are in the form of P by Q, and M is also an integer. This 1 is also an integer, and Q is not equal to 0. So M is also a rational number. Correct? No. So we can easily tell all integers are rational numbers. Okay. The third statement in your textbook is what? The third statement is every rational number is an integer. Again, see, I told you all integers are rational numbers, but let us see whether all rational numbers are integers or not. Okay. For the third statement, see, no need of writing all this, only listen. For the third statement, let's take an example of 2 by 3. See, 2 by 3 is not a integer. Okay, but this is a rational number. So all rational numbers are not integers, but all integers will be rational numbers. Okay, finished. Okay, now example 2. Carefully see this. Here they are asking us to find how many? 1 second. Find 5 rational numbers between 1 and 2. Okay. In this example, they are asking us to find 5 rational numbers between 1 and 2. Okay. So let us start how to find rational numbers between 1 and 2. Here they are asking us to find any 5 rational numbers between 1 and 2. See, one thing you should keep in mind, between 1 and 2 there will be infinite number of rational numbers. There will be countless rational numbers. Okay, in that countless rational numbers we should find only 5. Any 5 we can find, they are asking. Okay, so solution 1 can be written as 1 by 1, correct? No, any number divided by 1 is 1 itself, so 1 can be written as 1 by 1, comma 2 can be written as 2 by 1, correct? No, 2 divided by 1 will be equal to 2 itself, correct? No, see, now comes the important step. Here they are asking us 5 rational numbers, to find 5 rational numbers. No, so add 1 to 5. If you add 1 to 5, what you will get? You will get 6. So multiply 6 with both numerator and denominator with this number, and also for numerator and denominator of this number. So it will become 1 into 6 will become 6 by 6, and this will become what? 12 by 6. Okay, so if you divide 6 by 6, what you will get? 6 ones are 6 ones are. So again we will get 1 only. If you divide 12 by 6, what you will get? 6 ones are 6 twos are. So again it will become 2 only. So they are same. Okay, that you keep in mind. So we have got 6 by 6 and 12 by 6. Okay, now but they are asking to find what? Rational numbers between 1 and 2. Correct. Now how to find? What are all the numbers between 6 and 12? The numbers between 6 and 12 are what? The numbers between 6 and 12 are 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. If we divide all these numbers by 6, okay, so these are the 5 rational numbers between 1 and 2. Okay, this is how we can find the 5 rational numbers between 1 and 2. Okay, this is the example 2. No need of writing, you can practice it later. Okay, there are 2 ways of finding the rational numbers between 1 and 2. I have thought the easiest way. Okay, one more way is there, but it is quite difficult, so I have not taught you. Okay, now see, if they are asking to find 6 rational numbers, here we will multiply 6 plus 1 is 7. So here we will multiply what? We will multiply 7 here, 7 here, again 7 here, 7 here. If they are asking to find 7 rational numbers between 1 and 2, we will multiply 8 here, 8 here, 8 here, 8 here. Then again between the numbers what we get, we will find it. Okay, so depending on this, you will choose what number you should multiply. The number should be greater than the number of rational numbers required. Number which we will multiply here, no, that should be greater than the number which is present in this question. Okay, here they are asking to find 5 rational numbers. Okay, so I have multiplied 6. If they ask 6 rational numbers, I will multiply 7 or 8 or 10. If they are asking 6, I can multiply 7 also, 8 also, 10 also. Minimum is 7. Okay, that you keep in mind. Okay, let us come. Okay, please copy this. Exercise 1. Write this. Question number 1. Write this. Okay, please write this. Exercise 1, question number 1. 0 a rational number? Question mark. Can you write it in the form P by Q, comma, where P and Q are, copy this, integers and Q is not equal to 0. See, this is the first question of your exercise 1.1. This is the exercise 1.1. First question is what? Is 0 a rational number? Can you write it in the form of P by Q, where P and Q are integers and Q is not equal to 0? Okay, this is the question. Copy it first. Is 0 a rational number? Can you write it in the form of P by Q, where P and Q are integers and Q is equal to 0? Q is not equal to 0. Okay. Now what they are asking, is 0 a rational number? Yes. 0 is a rational number. Okay. Yes, 0 is a rational number. This is the solution. You should write this. Okay, write exercise 1.1, copy this question, write the solution also. Yes, 0 is a rational number. How can we tell it is a rational number? 0 can be written as 0 divided by 1. Okay, I have already told any number divided by 1 is the number itself. Okay, so there will be no changes. So we can write 0 as 0 by 1. So see, so this is in the form of P by Q, and P will be equal to 0, which is an integer. Q will be equal to 1. 1 is also integer. Okay. 0 is what? Will be equal to P, that is an integer. 0 is also integer, 1 is also integer. 1 here represents Q, and Q is not equal to 0. Q is equal to 1 here, correct? No, so it is not equal to 0. So we can say 0 is a rational number, and we have written in the form of P by Q, where P is also an integer. P here is 0. 0 is also integer, and Q is also integer. Q is what? 1. 1 is also integer, no? So it is written in the form of P by Q, where P and Q are integers and Q is not equal to 0. Q here it is equal to 1, so it is not equal to 0. So we can easily write this solution. Okay, that's all for this. Copy down this solution. Okay. Second question. Let us come to second question. Find 6 rational numbers between 3 and 4. Okay, so you should copy all the question and solution with me only. Again, separate notes they will not be giving. Okay. Okay, you copied the question. Find 6 rational numbers between 3 and 4. I'll repeat the question once more. Write it fast. Find 6 rational numbers between 3 and 4. How many rational numbers they are asking? 6. Okay. Now again let us start with 3. 3 we can write it as what? 3 by 1, correct? No. 4 I can write it as 4 by 1. Why? Any number divided by 1 is number itself. Okay. Now here they are asking to find 6 rational numbers between 3 and 4. Correct. So in example only I have told you. In example 2, if they are asking 6, what number we should multiply here? We should add 1 to the number what they are asking. Here they are asking 6, correct? No. So I will add 1 to 6, that is 7. 7 I will multiply with both numerator and denominator. Here also for 4 also I will multiply with both numerator and denominator. What I will get? 3 sevens are 21 divided by 7. What here I will get? I will get what? 20. Yes, 28 divided by 7. Okay, 28 divided by 7. So the denominators are same. Now see, numerator is 21, here 28. So find any 6 numbers between 21 and 28. They are what? 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. If you divide all of this by 7, you will get the 6 rational numbers between 3 and 4. Write down the statement. These are the 6 rational numbers between 3 and 4. Okay, understood? No. See what we have written. We have written 3 is equal to 3 by 1 because any number divided by 1 is 1 itself. Here we have written 4 is equal to 4 by 1. Okay. Here they are asking 6 rational numbers. No. So I have multiplied 7. Okay. 6 plus 1 is 7. So I have multiplied 7 here. If you want, you can multiply 8 also. Any number greater than 6 you can multiply. Okay. You will get the correct answer only. Okay. Any number greater than 6 you can multiply. If you want, you can multiply 10 also. Okay. Any number greater than 6 you should multiply here. You have multiplied, you have got 21 by 7, 28 by 7. Between 21 by 7 and 28 by 7, these numbers are present. Okay, 22 by 7, 23 by 7, 24 by 7, 25 by 7, 26 by 7, 27 by 7. These are all the 6 rational numbers between 3 and 4. Please copy this first. Along with me only you should do the sums, okay? Those who have finished, please copy down the third question. I will dictate. Find 5 rational numbers between 3 by 5 and 4 by 5. I'll repeat one more time. Find 5 rational numbers between 3 by 5 and 4 by 5. If you have finished, try to solve. Okay. You have finished copying, no? I hope all of you have finished copying. If you have not written this statement, write this statement also. These are the 6 rational numbers between 3 and 4. Okay, you have finished writing now. Okay, let us go to the next sum first. What is the question here? Third question is find 5 rational numbers between what? Between 3 by 5 and 4 by 5. Okay. Finished copying the question. Once more I'll repeat. Find 5 rational numbers between 3 by 5 and 4 by 5. Solution. Write down solution C. 3 by 5. This is already in the form of P by Q. So no need of dividing it by 1. Okay. One more is 4 by 5. Correct, no, it is already in the form of P by Q, so no need of dividing it by 1. Okay, see, we can multiply, they are asking 5 rational numbers, no, we can multiply 6 here and 6 here, 6 with this numerator and this denominator, both with numerator and denominator 6 we can multiply and find out the numbers, and the numbers between this will be equal to the rational numbers, or else we can multiply 10 also. Let us multiply 10 here. Here also let us multiply 10. Okay, so it will be equal to what? 3 into 10 is what? 3 into 10 is 30. 5 into 10 is 50. So 3 by 5 will become 30 by 50. Now what is this? This will become 4 into 10 is 40. 5 into 10 is 50. Okay. So now write any 5 numbers. Since denominators are same, we can compare the numerators directly. See, between the new 30 and 40, write any 5 numbers. They are 31, 32, 33, 30, 34, okay, and 35. Even 36, 37, 38 also are between 30 and 40 only. We have taken the first 5 numbers because they are asking only 5 rational numbers. Okay. So they are 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. If you divide all this by 50, because both numerators are 50, I am dividing here by 50. Okay. So 31 by 50, 32 by 50, 33 by 50, 34 by 50, 35 by 50 are the 5 rational numbers between 3 by 5 and 4 by 5. Full stop. Okay. If you have finished, please finish copying. If you have finished, let us go to the next question. Write first. Finisher. Let us go to the next question, that is fourth question. State whether the following statements are true or false. Okay, first one is what? First is, this is the first statement. Okay, copy down the question. State whether the following statements are true or false. First statement is, every natural number is a whole number. The first statement is what? Every natural number is a whole number. Solution, true. Okay, why true? I have already explained during the definitions of rational numbers and integers and whole numbers, natural numbers, all this definition I gave. No, that time only I have explained that all natural numbers are what? All natural numbers are whole numbers, but all whole numbers are not natural numbers. Okay, see, natural numbers means 1 2 3 4 5 so on. Whole numbers means 0 1 2 3 4 5 so on. So 1 2 3 4 5 so on is present in this 0 1 2 3 4 5 so on. No, only 0 is extra. All others are natural numbers only. Correct? No, so all natural numbers are whole numbers. That statement is true. If you have finished, let's go to the next statement. The second statement is, every integer is a whole number. Solution, see, please write this statement. Every integer is a whole number. True or false we should state. Okay, if it is false we should write the reason also. Okay, so write it. If you have finished the statement, let us start the explanation. Finish? No, every integer is a whole number. This is false. Why false? Minus 1 is a integer, but minus 1 is not a whole number. Okay, see, integers means what? All negative numbers along with whole numbers. So minus 1 is a integer, but minus 1 is not a whole number, because whole numbers means what? All the numbers starting from 0 1 2 3 4 5 till infinity, positive. All 0 along with all positive numbers are whole numbers, but minus 1 is not a whole number. Minus 2 is also not a whole number. All negative numbers are not whole numbers, but all negative numbers are integers. So all integers are not whole numbers. For that proof only we have written here -1 is a integer, but it is not a whole number. Okay. For this, the statement is finished. That's all. The third statement is what? The third statement is, what is the third statement? Let us see. Fourth question, third statement is every rational number is a whole number. Solution. Whether this is true or not, every rational number is a whole number. True or not? It is true or false? This is false. Because what are whole numbers? Whole numbers are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But rational numbers means what? Numbers in the form of P by Q. Correct? No? So let us write it as false. What is the reason? 3 by 5 is a rational number, but 3 by 5 is not a whole number. Okay, this is the reason for our statement. Okay, every rational number is a whole number, but every whole number is not a rational number. See, the statement is what? Every rational number is a whole number. This statement is false. But the true statement is what? All the whole numbers are rational numbers. That is a correct statement. Okay. This is a false statement. Statement number 3 is false. Please finish writing. Okay. We have finished exercise 1.1. Okay. Now, before going, enough. This was only for writing today. Before going, I'll explain some important concept for you. That is what? That is Pythagoras theorem. Okay, this don't need of copying. Please listen what I am telling. See, what is Pythagoras theorem? I will be teaching you. Let this be a right angle triangle A B C. Okay, right angle triangle means this any one angle will be 90 degree. This angle is 90 degree. Then this side AB is there, no? This will be called as base. This is this side BC. This will be called as perpendicular. This is the side. This side is called as base. This is called as perpendicular. This is called as hypotenuse. Okay, this side is called as hypotenuse side. Okay, so according to this theorem, what side, that is hypotenuse side square, will be equal to base square plus perpendicular square. So hypotenuse will be equal to root of base square plus perpendicular square. Okay, so in this diagram, which is the hypotenuse? That is AC is the hypotenuse side. Which is the base? Root of base is AB square plus perpendicular is BC, side BC square. Okay, if this AB is 1 centimeter and this BC is also 1 centimeter, then what will be AC? AC will be 1 square plus 1 square. 1 square is what? Oh, sorry. See, if AB is 1 centimeter and BC is 1 centimeter, 1 square it will become, and this will also become 1 square. So what will AC become? 1 square is 1 plus 1 square is 1. So this will become root 2. AC will become root 2. This is how to find the hypotenuse side. What is the formula? Hypotenuse side will be equal to square root of base square plus perpendicular square. Okay, if you know the base and perpendicular, we can find the hypotenuse. This is one important concept. One more thing I want to tell you is what? This and all you don't need to copy, okay? This Pythagoras theorem and all. Only the formula you can remember. Hypotenuse side will be equal to square root of base square plus perpendicular square. This formula you can remember. That's all. No need of writing this Pythagoras theorem. This theorem no need of writing. Okay. So one more concept what I want to tell you now, that is of circle. See, if this is a circle, this is a center. So this is also radius, correct? No, this is also radius. This is also a radius, and this line is also a radius. Okay, so both the distance are equal. This distance is also r, this distance is also r. Okay, so radius of the circle, any radius, it may be here also, it may be here also, all the radius of a circle are equal. This is one thing, understood? No? So one more thing is what? Let us draw a triangle. Let us extend this line. Okay, this triangle A B C. If you take a compass, if you take this compass, keep it on A and cut a arc from B so that it will meet this line. Okay, this is what? This point is C let me mark this point as C dash. So AB distance will be equal to AC dash distance. AB distance will be equal to AC dash. C dash is what? This arc we have cut. Now it will meet at a point on this line. That point is called as C dash. AB will be equal to AC dash. Why? Because they are the radius of the same arc or same circle. They are the radius of the same circle. So we can say that AB will be equal to AC dash. Okay, these two concepts also you keep in your mind. Okay, that's all for today, students.